So good morning, everyone. My name's Terri, and I'm here with Paige, Matt, and Maddie from the University of Canberra. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Ngunnawal people, the traditional custodians of the land we're speaking from, and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. So we looked at the second challenge for Nudgeathon, which is informing and engaging patients in research. Our idea is to use a mobile phone application, the Dynamic Consent Portal, to quickly and easily approach eligible users for consent for their health data to be used for quality improvement and research. We used the EAST framework to develop this, making the app easy, attractive, social, and timely. So the main page of the Dynamic Consent Portal will show a record of the previous items that the users consented to. A progress bar will help users track research projects, beginning from the time they consent to their data being used through to research publication. The progress bar will show at 100% when a research paper is published, and a link to that paper will be sent to the user. The progress bar acts as a reminder of the sunk cost. So if a user can see that their data's journey is already underway, they may be less likely to revoke their consent. At the bottom of the homepage, it shows how many other users have consented to sharing their data. This point relies on the nudge of social norms, where users will be influenced by what others are doing. And each consent item has an explanation and a button for the user's consent. This button starts by being inactive and shows the word yes with a white background. Users can click this option once to accept, and the yes option will become active and turn blue. To decline consent, the users just click this button again and the response will change to no. But we have made yes the default option to nudge users to select this once they've read the consent item. Users can review their previous decisions at any stage by selecting the project and changing the consent options if they need to. Our simple layout for this app avoids cognitive overload by just asking one simple question at a time. Users have direct access to further information by clicking the button at the bottom of the page, which says, "Have a question." And I'll hand over to Maddie now.
Thank you, Terri. This app may still experience the issues seen by similar health apps, with concerns of data safety, accurate representation, and difficulty in initial outreach, all of which could potentially damage uptake numbers. With sensitive health data, there'll always be concern over data theft and corruption. This is an issue that has been seen throughout many public health apps, such as COVID Safe and My Health. These data concerns are complex problems and would require professional attention to minimize. Data has shown that younger people are more likely to download and engage with health apps. This leads to an unequal representation in the app's user base, with more young people than old on the platform. This could be an issue in data collection, as the user bases may not fully represent the full population and could potentially skew the data gathered. One of the most important times during this app's creation will be the initial outreach. If the app is unable to set up a large enough user base, then the research sample sizes will be small, making the data more unreliable. Both the outreach issues and the inaccurate population representation can be reduced by connecting the app to the Your QH database. Your QH is Queensland Health's platform connecting individuals to medical referrals and appointments. When individuals book appointments through the Your QH system, an email would be sent to them informing them about this app and encouraging them to download. By linking it to the Your QH portal, doctors would be able to add user data directly, making them eligible for studies. When users download the apps, they would be asked if they consent to this as part of the sign-up. This would both engage the hard-to-reach populace of the older generations and give it a way to reach the target audiences. Now on to Matt.
So by using an automated search function, prospective research participants will only be contacted if they meet criteria set by the researchers. In this way, eligible participants can be found quickly, which will fast-track the screening process. To improve uptake, notifications to the user inviting them to consent to their data being used will primarily be timed to occur within 1 to 2 days after a user has a medical appointment with a Queensland Health associated medical provider. This timing will ensure that users are already thinking about their health and their health data. Recruitment will be faster than older methods of participant recruitment, with notifications sent to app users when their medical background meets the criteria for participants, enabling users to either opt in or to exclude themselves by opting out. This method of informed consent can adopt a far more dynamic method than traditional paper-based forms by allowing users to opt into some aspects of research and out of others, rather than being all or nothing. The app will be designed in such a way as to maximize opt-in, utilizing push notifications and app features that could not be present in paper form, while ensuring that the user is able to give informed consent in line with medical ethics requirements. This allows researchers to recruit participants needed to start their projects and make it easier for prospective participants to accept recruitment, increasing the acceptance rates, while working in an ethical way. And I'll hand over to Paige now.
Thanks, Terri. So over the first 12 months of the app's operation, its efficacy can be reviewed by looking at the number of app downloads and comparing this to the percentage of active users. The app host could check whether push notifications were effective by looking at how often the app is opened and used after those notifications are sent, as well as how many users disable such notifications. Focus groups of app users could be asked directly about their experience using the app, and researchers could be called on to trial sample groups of users recruited via the app versus traditional methods like paper forms, and give their feedback on the experience. Future development could include investigating how different messaging could be more effective, i.e. personalized messages versus generic messaging, and how this message timing can affect acceptance rates. The benefit of our design is the ease with which it can also be adapted to a web-based platform for those users that could be hesitant or unable to use the app. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and apologies for the technical difficulties.